So good evening all. Good evening all. Can we start? Good evening, ma'am. We can ask the viewers, they are the best to decide. Yes. So guys, welcome to the last day of FDP in association with SGT University and Punjab Hydroponics, and I hope this faculty development program will enrich you in the area of commercial hydroponics, especially for the startups. And at least you should have a base, and actual effort will be succeeded when you will start doing something. Okay, as I shown you yesterday in the practicals, very basic things are involved. So just you have to dare. Once you have decided that I have to go into the field, this is very interesting, then no one can stop you. Okay. So your if you'll ask me what is your experience, so being biotechnologist, being agriculturist, so I found immense knowledge by only one topic, that is hydroponics. As soon as I started hydroponics, then I came to realize, and I was able to connect every field of science, even the disease, genetics, plant breeding, seed production, okay, everything, nutrient management, chemistry, and light, photosynthesis, crop physiology, cell biology, molecular biology, cell signaling, every science I was able to connect. Because some days back, what you have heard in the news was that the plant feel everything, okay, plant even the cry, plant even make voice. If they are happy, if they are stressed, they show the reaction. And some machine have been developed, and some researcher proved that whatever the condition you are providing, whatever the condition plants they are living, they are giving you the signal. Okay, so before dying they give you the signal, before stress condition they give you the signal, in healthy condition they give you the signals. So if you'll ask me what I am getting from the hydroponics management, so I am getting immense happiness, because whatever your occluded thoughts are there in mind, that is not removing, that is going to panic you. All as soon as you are interacting with the plants, watching them carefully, watching their health, watching their nutritional balance, and caring like child, then also you will see the plant giving you the right vibes. They are shaking, they are showing some reactions. If you are a good observer, because if you are a scientist, you must be a good observer. Everything will comes then behind. Okay, so you must have a very good observation. If you are having the good observation, then you can realize each and everything. Nothing to remember, nothing is hard in life if you have the interest, what I realized. So my thought starts with the yesterday revision, because everything start with the nutrients. Every deficiency, even if you will see in the just 1 minute. So whatever the topic I have selected, that is disease management in hydroponics at the 5th day. Why? Because obviously most of the disease occurs due to tell me nutrients. They are not the disease, they are the deficiency symptoms, right? And whatever we are providing as the nutrients, okay, so they are reflected obviously in the plants. As I have told you earlier that if you'll talk about the hydroponics, you can visualize all the symptoms very severely, immediately. Why? Because directly roots are in touch with the nutrients. So first we will talk about the macronutrients, because many people missed the lecture and yesterday there was no recording, and a day before the yesterday also many people missed the lecture. So obviously I am trying hard to make you easier. Everything will be easier for you. We can classify the nutritional aspects into two parts, macronutrient and micronutrients, right? I think this is clear to all of you, yes or no? This is clear. How many macronutrients? Primary 3, NPK, remember, NPK. Secondary, calcium, magnesium, sulfur. And how much micronutrients? Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So how many total chemical? 8 and then 6. It's a total 14, right? And I told you obviously there are total how much? 17. So 3 more elements are there, right? 3 more elements are there that are obviously added in the macronutrient when you are buying from the market with the EDTA. Okay, so why I am talking about the macronutrients, what is the role of nitrogen and what is the deficiency of nitrogen, you must know, you must remember. Then only you will be able to identify if it's a deficiency disease or nutritional disease or attack of virus, attack of pathogens. Can anyone tell me what are the different kind of diseases that mostly plants are getting affected, and that's why for that purpose we have to use heavy use of pesticide and all that chemicals? Anyone, any idea? Mostly attacked by the viruses, fungus, this is the most common, okay, fungus and viruses, bacterial, right? And then from external insects, pest, okay, aphid, mites, right, ant, white flies, all these are the different attacks which mostly plants are facing. So mostly if you will see, the symptoms will be very similar, right? For example, I can show you. For example, I can show you about the strawberries, right? You can see here, when there is a high temperature, then fruiting get deformed. Oversupply of nitrogen, you can see the patches, okay? And if the pollinators are lacking, yesterday we were talking about the pollinators, no honeybee, the plant become, or fruit size become weaker, okay? So if you are supplying the excess water, what happens? Excess water or excess salts. You can see what you can see here. Tell me. क्या देख पा रहे हो? Some symptoms around the leaves, right? And leaves are wilting condition. Okay. So excess salt, excess water, or very low water condition, you can see such kind of symptoms. Okay, got the idea? This is clear. So what you can say, this is the physiological condition in which if you are not maintaining the right physiological condition or right supply of nutrients or oversupply of nutrients, then obviously the direct effect on the fruiting and leaves. So what we can conclude from here? What you can conclude from here? Tell me. So we can conclude.
Call from Rajendra Kashyap, sir, identified by Trukla.
So we can conclude from here that mostly nutrients must be provided in the balanced amount. Okay. Grey mold attack. What is a grey mold? This is a fungus. This is fungus or bacteria? Tell me, students. This is a fungus. Fungus, you can see powdery structure over the strawberry. Strawberry पे काफी काम किया है. So that's why I'm telling you all the symptoms here. So this is caused by the grey mold, caused by botrytis cinerea, bloom than maturing fruits, broad spectrum fungicide mostly used. So whenever you are growing the strawberry in the soils, these problems occur. Attack of grey mold, right? So, and you can see there are attack of another fungus, bacteria, Colitrichum and Xanthomonas. Okay, so what you can see, the symptom will be like leafy spots, right? So mostly they are using the copper containing bactericides, right? So, and if temperature is very warm or very rainfall is there, mostly these attacks occurs, and you can directly see the deformities in the fruits. And powdery mildew, you can spot it over the leaves, right? So very high humidity is also very dangerous. So this fungus attack you can see over the leaves, and the leaves will be curling, right? So that's a problem. Powdery mildew, powder-like structure over the leaves, है So mostly they are using the sulfur based. All these are very dangerous chemicals for the human consumption. Okay, just hold on. ठीक है. सॉरी, एक अर्जेंट फोन आ गया था मेरे जूनियर्स का. तो नाउ यू कैन सी व्हाट इज दिस, थ्रिप्स, अटैक ऑफ थ्रिप्स, है ना, विंड बॉर्न. तो जब आप नेट, व्हेन यू आर नॉट यूजिंग द नेट सेट, देन डायरेक्टली दे कैन अटैक ओवर द fruits. Okay, thrips, and it's very difficult to get rid of them, and their symptom is very similar to powdery mildew. Okay, so they can show you the burn like damage over the fruits, right? So still latecomers are coming, right? चलिए, now tell me what you can see on the screen. Just tell me. Just take a minute.
Root rods.
Tell me again what you can see over the screen. Excessive use of salts. Which salts? Interactive session must be there so that everyone is not sleeping and listening properly. So when you are not providing and you don't know how to prepare the balanced nutrients for the plants, what must be pH, what must be TDS, then directly you can see the effect over which part of the plant? Tell me. Roots. Direct effect on the roots, and then it's increasing up to the stems and then damaging lately over the leaves. Good observation, very good, right? So This is not any disease. What you will say this?
So root and stem.
What you can say? This is also not a deficiency disease. This is overuse of salt. Right? Overuse of NPK, overuse of MgSO4. MgSO4 is salt, Epsom salt. Right? Overuse of calcium salt, overuse of calcium nitrate. That's why I'm always talking about the balanced diet. This is the balance amount. Okay? If you are exceeding anything, then there will be problem. We must not exceed. And already I have discussed you deficiency of macro and micronutrients. Nitrogen deficiency, you can see because of deficiency yellowish leaf and some part may be purple. Toxicity, overuse of nitrogen, dark green leaves. Whenever you are going through any garden, you often see the variation in the leaves color. So why there is a variations? Why there is a variations? Because of level of nitrogen we are using. If the nitrogen level is low, then they show the light green. And if the excessive use of nitrogen is there, supply of nitrogen is there, some people are habitual of giving so much NPK, right? Give so high NPK. Why? So that the yield will be very high. This is wrong. You can spot, because you are a scientist, you can spot, dark green leaves is indication of high nitrogen. You must avoid in that condition. Second, supply of nitrogen must be stopped. And this is going to affect, why I am saying there must not be high supply of nitrogen, because they are not going to support you in the high production of fruits. Rather than they will show you the delayed fruit ripening. Okay guys? So no one will want these things, right? So that's why hydroponics I am supporting. I am the big supporter of hydroponics. I am also supporter of soil farming, but for the trees only. Okay, for the herbs and some fruits or many fruits, you can say I am big supporter of hydroponics, because everything you can quantify. Everything you know, right? Everything you know, you can quantify the things, right? So, and also if you are supplying excess nitrogen, so many pests and insect may attack because of these things. So whatever the attacks are there, not only because of one thing, there may be this reason also that you are not providing proper amount of NPK. Phosphorus also, phosphorus energy source, big energy source, ATP we know. They are very important during the flowering and fruit production, because whatever the growth of the plants is there, whatever the good flower you can see. So what we can show, that for the flower production, for the fruit production, phosphorus supply must be in the optimum level, right? Because if you are supplying the low level of phosphorus, you can identify by your leaves. Leaves is the first indicator of the deficiency of phosphorus, because leaves turning yellow, sometimes purplish tinge you can see, right? When there is a new growth in the leaves, and leaves is started curling from the back side, and whatever the new fruits are there, if there are many trees you can see, they are drooping their fruits at very early stage. So what you can indicate? You can indicate they are the direct indicator of phosphorus deficiency, right? Fruit production will not be proper, growth is proper, but when they are mature, but they are not taking the proper amount of fruit, for example in the mango, you can see many, at the earlier stage, fruit start drooping, and root system having a lot of fungal attack. So these two symptoms is only because of phosphorus, and also because of not sufficient amount of supply of oxygen. You got the idea? Any question till now? I think I am very clear what I am telling, and you understanding it well. Hello. Okay, thank you so much. So NPK, I will tell you, there are available in the market in various amount. For example, 19, 19, 19. Okay. Do you know about this? 19, 19, 19. What do you mean by the 19, 19, 19?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tell me. NPK 19, 19, 19. What does it mean? They are available in the market. NPK 19, 19, 19. This is written like this over the packet. I can show you.
NPK, sir.
So what does it mean? It simply means percentage. This simply means percentage. Nitrogen is present in 19%, phosphorus in 19%, and potassium how much present? 19%. Right? So when this must be supplied, when you are going for seed germination. Also this can be supplied when first transplantation inside where NFT channels. Got the idea? And this will be supplied till 2 weeks. Okay. Do you want to see the packet of NPK 19, 19, 19? कौन कौन देखना चाहता है? Dharna joined. Dharna is late. Okay. Do you want to see, guys? I can show you. Just wait. I can show you the packet. So many packets are available in the market. Directly these compositions you can see in the NPK. You have not to worry about that. Directly you can purchase the salt. Can you read it? What is written? NPK 0, 52, 34. Can you read it? This is the one composition. There is another composition, NPK. What is written here? 00, 50. Right? Oh, I'm out of the mic now. Speaking, I'm not. Right. So now what you can see, this salt is, what is written? Calcium nitrate. Yes. So now you can see NPK 19, 19, 19. This is, I think, NPK red one. 19, 19, 19. है ना? NPK 19, 19, 19. This is written over the packet. Right? So you can buy these salts. And what is this? Can you tell me? What is written here? Nutri-Ki EDTA. So every micro elements are there. All 17 micro elements are there. ठीक है? All 17, and they are 100% soluble with the EDTA. So I have you noted down what salt I have shown you? NPK 0, 52, 34, 00, 50, and NPK 19, 19, 19. And what is this? Tell me, what is this? Divyanshi, okay. Namaste, okay. Divyanshi, you want to speak something? Dharna? Hello. There is a phosphate in flowers. Okay. So phosphate supply must be very good. You can see that I am supplying 52% of phosphorus in the flowering stage. Okay. This should not be less than this. Because if you want to, if you are in the flowering business, then phosphate amount must be good, and this must be supplied at least 2 weeks. Okay. Third week when the fruiting, if you are talking about any fruits, if they are not the fruits, then you just go on with this composition NPK 0, 52, 34. And if there is a chances of any fruiting, then what you will supply? NPK 0050, means potassium is high, phosphate and nitrogen are 0, because now they are in the stage of fruitings. If fruitings is right, then only this should be supplied. If you watch any deficiency may be there, then supply 50% of this. Okay, 50% of this and 50% of this. That should be the mix, because mostly problem you can solve. What problem you can solve by supplying the high amount of phosphate? Fruit drooping. So it will stop fruit drooping. Okay, fruit drooping will be completely stopped. Got the idea? If anyone have any question, you can ask me again. And then fruit ripening is there, so no supply of, immediately stop NPK supply. Stop NPK supply when there is a fruit ripening. So I think this small lecture can make you the master of nutrients. If you have the complete understanding of nutrient supply at different stages, then you can have the right kind of flowers, right kind of fruits, right kind of your leafy greens. Leafy greens, why I am talking, they are requiring very high amount of calcium and potassium. Then what you will supply? Calcium nitrate will be high. Calcium nitrate will be high in, tell me, leafy. For example, if you are growing the basils, mint, okay, broccoli, then you must have a very high supply of calcium nitrate, MgSO4. That's why recipe is prepared. If you see the commercial grower, mostly they are not telling you the exact recipe, what they are using, what is the composition, what is the percentage of growing these things. So if you see the commercial grower, they are not growing 52 to 30, 52 to 300 crops together. They are having the mastery slowly over the 2 to 3 crops, and then they are preparing the recipe, they are growing it well, and after the successful result they are fixing it, okay, and then they are handling the next crops. Calcium nitrate in leafy, magnesium sulfate, and then potassium should be high in the leafy. Leafy, when I am talking, what do you mean? Lettuce, exotic greens, Indian greens, herbs. Okay. For example, if you are talking about the vining crops need high amount of what? Calcium nitrate. Why? Because calcium is required, calcium and magnesium is required for their support. Their stem is very long. That's why calcium and magnesium sulfate, constantly you should check the TDS, because TDS will tell you, because they will be very high consumed, very highly consumed in the tomato or any kind of fruiting that is having the high length. So what you can conclude? Climate control decides quality of fruits, quality of leaves, quality of product. Nutrient control, nutrient parameter we can check by the EC, TDS oblique same, right? Total dissolved solid, pH and temperature. Climatic condition means temperature, humidity, light and ventilation, right? If you are closing into the plastic I don't recommend until unless this is a very large area, right? You can go the indoor, you can go for the terrace farming if you are doing it at a small scale, because there is a perfect humidity, perfect lighting condition, perfect ventilation, right? So if you'll see the irrigation control, irrigation obviously this is totally controlled, right? Drip irrigation is preferred mostly in the FT channels, right? And why you should go for the agri startup, agri business, agri management? Because the income is tax free, and if you are investing, then you are getting the subsidy benefit also. Okay. Any question till now? No. So now see, next symptom, burning of the point of leaves owing to deficiency of calcium. How will you identify deficiency of calcium? So what you can see, burning the point of the leaves, okay, end point you can see, they shows the deficiency of calcium. How you can identify the magnesium deficiency? You can see the leaves color, okay, because magnesium is required for the photosynthesis. They are the part of chlorophyll pigment. So pigmentation is not sufficient. Pigmentation you can see chlorosis, loss of green pigment. That's why you can see the yellowish one. Iron deficiency. Iron deficiency is one of the most noted deficiency in most of the leafy and herbs, and even the fruits, even in the flowers. So this symptom easily can be visualized. How? By watching the leaves, correct? And then if the low nitrogen is there, then how will you identify? You can see the end point of the leaves. They will start showing the symptom of burning. I can bet from after this lecture, if you will watch the leaves, you can tell, you will be able to predict which kind of deficiency disease is there. Beetle attacks, you can see over the fruits, okay. So for these, neem spray is recommended. And if the fungus attack will be there, what you will spray? Trichoderma. These, why I am recommending these? Because they are from the biological source. Okay. So these are very dangerous because they are eating the leaves. You can see this attack over the strawberry, over the tomato. Okay. And they are mostly attacking at the night. So every morning you must watch the health of the plants. Watch carefully their leaves. Watch carefully their fruits by touching them, right? If their insect is not attacked. So in the NFT system, what we are using? Yellow sticky trap. Alright, yellow sticky trap we are using. So these are some good variety of the strawberry grown worldwide. And they have the different kind of taste, different kind of fruit size. But in India, best variety is Winter Dawn and Nebula variety. Okay. So mostly strawberry is propagated through runner. You can start, anyone can start this business. Okay. Because from July afterward, there will be heavy demand of strawberry runners. So one plant can give you at least 75 runners. So you can start this business, because one plant will be costly if you are buying it. They are also going to give you the runners even, not mother plant exactly. You can grow mother plant by seeds, but this is a very tactical, need much time and need much care. So directly you can buy the runners, and from runners you can get the 75 plants, and then you can multiply 75 into 75, right? And then you can sell them. So that's the beauty. Honeybee are the chief pollinator of the strawberry. Already I have discussed you. And some spray are there, hormonal spray like GA3. You can spray for increasing the flowering. So flowering you can increase. There are basically 3 type of flowers: primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary flower. Mostly fruit are beared by the tertiary flower. Okay. So I think this part is over. We have 15 minutes left, so we can discuss about the deficiency disease. Okay. So if you have any question, then you can ask. Duration for what? Duration of strawberry, they are growing till April. Right. Once you transplanted into the channels, they are giving you 2 to 3 times fruits. They are growing till March, April, and if you are maintaining the condition, you can grow all over the years. Nebula variety is one of the best modified hybrid variety, which has been modified from the Mahabaleshwar variety from the Odisha. Okay, Mahabaleshwar variety is best known, and this is the native of Odisha. But nowadays, mostly South India belt strawberry, and if you see in Amritsar, Ludhiana, and this Haryana belt, mostly farmers are growing the strawberry. Ask a question, beta. There is a simple method. You should transplant. You should have mastery over the nutrients. Whatever I have told you, the nutrients, you must have the mastery over the nutrients preparation, and pH must not exceed the 6, because the ideal pH must be the 6. Okay, that will be the best. Right. Any other question? Please. Viral disease, you can see mostly occurs over the fruits. If you are taking any kind of fruit, for example strawberry, and mostly they are coming from, if you are not maintaining a proper sanitation, anyone is entering and touching by the hands, and if anyone having the already nose infections, so sanitation must be, head must be covered, and everything must be properly covered, and then you must go nearby and there may be any kind of viral attack. Okay, mostly they are rotting the roots also, they are rotting the leaves, rotting the stems also, fruits also. There may be various kinds, not one type. For identification of the viral, which virus disease is there, that is a very costly procedure. You can go for the viral indexing, but rather than you must throw, if you will see there is a damage in the roots and leaves and stems simultaneously, better to throw out and isolate from the fox. Okay, if they will remain there, they are going to infect all the plants. जी. Any other question? Dharna, floriculturist. Ask some question. Please. Pardon, deficiency of magnesium, iron and calcium, nitrogen. Very good idea. Who will like to answer? I have shown you this instrument yesterday. What is this? TDS. The TDS will tell you, its reading will tell you exactly what is the composition of total dissolved solid, total nutrients. It's not going to tell you exactly that there is a deficiency of iron or nitrogen or phosphorus. You have to watch the condition of the leaf, and if you are practicing it, then only you will be able to identify immediately exactly this deficiency is because of nutritional or any attack or any viral or bacterial. So you must practice it well. Okay, so that you can identify exactly this is because of what. Immediately you can identify. Only the leaf's health will tell you exactly there is some problem in the. So you can watch the roots, right? If roots are white is in color, then everything is perfect. Just check the TDS and maintain the TDS. For example, if you are maintaining the 600 TDS and after 3 days TDS will not be 700, rather than it will decrease because plants are consuming continuously the nutrients. So obviously the TDS will be 400. But in the summer, what you will see, the reverse condition. Because of evaporation of water, right? So if you are not maintaining the exact volume should be, for example, if you are taking the 20 liters bucket, and every day you will see the 2 liters water will be deficient in that bucket. So you have to maintain that, and then only you should measure the TDS. If you are see the rising in TDS, then you have to maintain the volume, and then again you can measure. If the TDS is low, you should add immediately according to the stages of the growth of the plants. If they are in the flowering stage, I have told you exactly, you can add NPK 050 to 34 or 0050 or calcium nitrate. Calcium nitrate and magnesium nitrate is the same. I can show you now at every stage the composition of micronutrient, Mg, calcium, the must be same quantity. Every time you have to add. NPK you should vary because initially in the growth stage for the leaf formation, right, for the growth of the plants, NPK is required. But NPK supply goes on increasing when they are growing, and this goes on decreasing when they are in flowering. Especially the nitrogen must be in the lower quantity when they are growing, flowering, and totally zero when they are fruiting. And ripening 100% zero, no nitrogen. Phosphorus must be there, potassium must be there. That's why you have to see their stages, because your eyes are the best, and then you can supply this 052 34, or you can supply this one 0050. Okay, so that's why experience matters. If you're not experienced, then you are obviously you require training, because then you are going to make a lot of mistakes. So that's why you need a guide like me. You are taking guidance, then you are having the less chances of making any mistakes. Otherwise, you can learn by making the mistakes, but it will take very longer time to fix your all the mistakes. Got the idea, Salini? Okay. Anyone else? Meenakshi, Tanu. Dharna was speaking something. Tell me, Dharna. Any question you are asking? Yes. You can start with any rose, rose cuttings you can start, or Agitus family you can try. Okay, marigold. So basically, it's all product depends on these nutrients. So you can control the nutrients and you can have the good scent, good smell, good oil, everything will be good. If you don't know how to set the nutrients, then will be a problem. And basically pH. If you are growing especially the rosemary or any kind of flowers, so check the pH. pH must not exceed 6 to 7. Must not exceed. Because if the pH is 5 to 6, then they are having the better smells, better aroma, better oil content. Okay. And I was visiting Lucknow last month and I found hundreds of people are growing flowers in soil. So still they are afraid of using the hydroponics because they don't have exactly the guide, you can see, exactly training they required. So that's the fear of, everyone is using the old technology, but this is convenient. It will save a lot of labor and a lot of economy saver is this one time setup is required, and then once you practice it well, then alone you can handle the crop equivalent to 1 acre, 2 acre, 3 acres. That's the beauty of this technology. This is called as the precision farming. And best rate, if you are expecting a best rate, then obviously hydroponics has no alternative. So as a hobby you should adopt and then go into the commercial, then you will enjoy this, because proper offline training is required at least 2 to 3 days. Okay, so take that much of time, because out of 365 days you can take out time of 1 or 2 days. So it will change your entire perception of growing the things. What is the timing of paper which was held tomorrow? Okay. Okay, tomorrow we are going to have 6 to 7. Is it okay? 6:30 to 7:30, sorry. So 30 minutes will be given, 6:30 to 7. Please note that tomorrow test timing will be 6:30 to 7. Half an hour will be given. There will be total 30 questions of 2 marks. Okay, and there is no negative marking for that. So we'll be just answering based on your memory based. Any other question? Meenakshi, Manish? I'm not able to see other names. Nilesh, you are from the MP now? This guy is very much. हाँ, तो आप तो बहुत ही इसमें हाइड्रोपोनिक्स में बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट था आपका, तो आपने कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछा नहीं, इंग्लिश में था इसलिए समझ नहीं आई क्या? हाँ नीलेश बोलो, अभी तो हिंदी बोल रहा हूँ। फिर क्यों नहीं समझ में आया? समझ में आया कि नहीं आया ये तो बोलो। थोड़ा थोड़ा आया तो कुछ तो पूछो। और सुरेंद्र आपको समझ में आया? शिवानंद तो बहुत एक्टिव थे।